The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work.
Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Tennessee Titans. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Mike. 3-15. Mike. On the ball.
On first down, it's Taylor. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
14. Watch the screen.
Now Wilson. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. They run the counter. Taylor. And he's taken down inside the 30. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
36 power.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Taylor. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
54. Push him back. 54 is Mike. Check.
Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
From the 15 now after the sack. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Wilson. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Cameron Batson, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go! 18 Gator.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Out.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Hey, 0-0-0.
Go! 30-yard line.
40. He's coming. We got time.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Wilson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. From 13 yards out, and the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. 2nd and 5. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Meanwhile here, a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for second down.
Hey, Charlie!
To throw on second down, Herbert, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Herbert. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing. Interestingly,
that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt, and it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Well, a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards. This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Joseph on for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
21-0 our score after 1. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. From the gun, Herbert. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check, 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 check. Check 24, check 24. Check 3, check 3.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. They'll buy some time. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another 1st down with that run. Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Rip right. Check. Check, check, check.
Let's go double count right here, double count.
59 mark. Check, 59 check.
To throw is Wilson. Flushed out right. He'll run it. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Play action. Now Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Let's go. '58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Hey. Watch the
To throw is Wilson. Going to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Alert. Watch the screen. Back. Jack. Slam.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
Protein spill. Say. Hey. Ringo. Right down.
Throwing on first down. Herbert. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man. Complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Check 26. Check. Crunch. Hey, exit. Ready.
On first and 10, Herbert. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, go on. Quit talking about it and bring it. Shit. General West. Tight dog. Get it.
To throw again. Herbert. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Back to throw. Herbert. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
You're not ready. He's checking. Crash.
On 4th down, Herbert. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Quiet, Manny. Mike 5-4. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
On first down, Taylor trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Wilson. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They come out here in the I. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. They run with Taylor. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2.
Check 9, check 9. Check safety, check safety.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A great effort there, with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Joseph now to have the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Check 52. Hey, lock it. Slam, slam, slam. Check 31, check 31. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Herbert. Big hold of the 30. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Break. 21, check my 21. 61, matchbox, light. Hard, hard. Kill, kill, kill. Turn out. Go.
To throw on 3rd down. Herbert. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught at the 10. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers get a score closer. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. And before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spent a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now it's Wilson. He'll get this complete to Batson. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Go! Undercrush! Rock it! 13! Check 13!
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jayon Brown, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Check 4. You're out. Big River.
Back to throw. Herbert. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Let's go now. 10-2 soft. Hey, they're scared. Show it. Slam. Check. Hey, Sam on. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Move your quarters. Snap.
On first down, Herbert gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey, high 7.
Mike's by 4.
Let's go. Mike's 50.
Ready? Looking to throw. Herbert. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jayon Brown make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
36. Bang.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Taylor. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go play action with Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Tighten up. Go 14. Switch. 49. Check 49. Check 49.
From the shotgun, Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Go. No chance. Hey, Zoo. Get wrong. 51 minute.
Throwing on 1st down. Herbert. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch out.
Throwing again. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, Echo. Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Hey, check Mike 21.
From the gun, Herbert. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
From the 39, Wilson. He's going to loft one. Deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Point after, right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
4 down. Check. Switch. Leo. He's coming. Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. Wide open receiver complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 48 yards.
Watch the ship. Hey. Greystone, travel.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Yep. No. X3, 218, chopper. Big grip.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert, touchdown, Packers. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Now Wilson on first down. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Now this throw caught left side, and down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, Orville. Get it.
Back to throw. Herbert making the catch is Sternberger. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Check 50. Check 50.
They'll try and run it into Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the Titans' 2-yard line.
Ready, 50, plant. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check. 80 weapon.
2nd and 2. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They come out here in the eye. They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. 5.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can...
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 40, 20, 10. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 99 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Look at me. Go. 5. Go.
On first down, Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Packers get a score closer. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Kill. Check.
Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Wilson to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 31-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw. Herbert, and the pressure gets to him again. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, Sam on. He's coming. We got double up. Watch safety creep. Ready.
From the gun, Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
64, weak. Look, squeeze.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
4 down. Check, go. Hey! Kill. Jim. Leo. Yeah, big dance. Come. Hey, check 24. Get it.
On 4th down, Herbert. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Go. Hey.
Wilson wants to throw it. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. In for the score. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that. But there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who
Yeah.
had them. Hey, listen, get the points from me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
Go! 50, plant. Now!
Check three, check three.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Yo, go, go! Hit it.
Throwing on first down. Herbert, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them.